Hi, I'm Al Baker. I'm the police bureau chief for the New York Times Police Headquarters Bureau here in Lower Manhattan. On Thursday evening, May 28th at about 10:30 p.m., there was what appears to be a friendly fire incident between an off-duty police officer who was shot and killed by on-duty, plainclothes anti-crime cops in East Harlem, New York, on 125th Street between 1st and 2nd Avenue. The officer who was just getting off duty was Omar Edwards. He's a 25-year-old man. He lives in Brooklyn. He's been a cop for about 2 years. The officer who shot him is Andrew Dunton. He's a cop for about 4 years. The police are investigating the circumstances of the shooting and all the procedures that the officers took before and after it. Today, the mood at police headquarters is pretty heavy. The department brass is huddling in places, examining the ballistic evidence. They've gathered witnesses at the scene. They have about 5 of those. They've interviewed the officer who was driving the car who didn't shoot his gun and the sergeant who didn't shoot his gun. They're prohibited from interviewing the officer who fired until the district attorney, who's also looking at it, reviews the evidence. The reason for that is they don't want to give the officer a potential defense if he's compelled to answer questions. Today, we've learned that the officer was a member of the football team, police football team, which is preparing for a game on Sunday against the fire department. His father-in-law is a 16-year veteran of the police department who works in the 67th precinct in Brooklyn. So it's a family of law enforcers for Officer Edwards. We don't know much about Officer Dunton. This was the first time he fired his weapon in the line of duty. He fired 6 shots. The medical examiner today found that Officer Edwards was hit 3 times. Once in the left forearm, once in the chest on the left side or in the chest area, and once in the left in the back, which appears to be the fatal wound. Today, the mayor, Bloomberg, said that the circumstances are still being investigated. These are life and death encounters that spill out in very quick moments on a rainy street late at night in the dark in a very quick fashion. The district attorney, Robert Morgenthau, will of course review the evidence as well. Many people who are viewing it today, including Reverend Al Sharpton, are viewing it through the prism of race. So it raises issues of training, of communication, of race relations, of the pressures that police face. Today, May 29th, we have reporters blanketing the story and trying to piece together every element of this story.